Discovery Church, so which is crazy. This used to be called Oak Creek Assemblies of God when we used to go here with me and my wife. Now it's Discover, but I'm here with my guy Nathan Wood, man. Appreciate you for getting me in here, getting this done, man.
Excited for this.
It's so many titles to you, bro. Dad, husband, musician, businessman, author, all of the above, man. So I just want to say, just after going through your book, man, like just how proud I am of you, just with your story, just putting your stuff out there,
man,
taking time to do it the right way. And like I said, my man got me back into reading. Like I took time to sit down and just read this book and just go through everything, and I'm just say, well done. Well done, man. It was a great story, man, and I'm eager to get into your story today. I don't want to touch on anything because the book is still out, and I want y'all to get the book, but I'm definitely going to try to hit on some points of your life and just have a good show with you.
I love that.
Just tap into your past, man. So again, my guy Nathan Wood in the building, man. Faithin', man. Man, where we gonna start, man? Where we gonna get into with the story, man? So in terms of the shots, we're gonna start close, getting warmed up.
Yeah, we gotta get warmed up.
Just go.
We gotta do perfects.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So in terms, we'll start with the game. So in terms of basketball, bro, your love for the game, man. How did you get into it, man?
Oh man.
Well, give me the genesis, man. Give me I need where you started.
My dad was a fanatic.
Oh yeah?
He was a fanatic.
Okay.
He had the key to the gym.
Oh.
He had the key to the gym when I was growing up, and he got all the guys together. And he said, we're playing hoops on Saturday morning.
Yeah.
And there would be anywhere between 10 to 20 of his friends that would all come, and they're running up and down all Saturday. And he's, when I think my first memories of it were when I was in like kindergarten or first grade or whatever. So I'm just watching, and then all of a sudden, he's. I always think of when the Bucks went to the Eastern Conference Finals and with Ray Allen, Sam Cassell, the big dog. And he just was so tapped in to that series. I think they had to go through Charlotte at the time. They had to beat Charlotte, and I can't remember exactly, but I think that one went to 7 or whatever. Then they met AI and the Sixers in the Eastern Conference Finals, and
almost got him.
I think 6 games. I want to say it was 6 games, but we were tapped in. It was
for sure.
That was just like everything,
Yeah.
So between that and just going to Lutheran school in Waukesha.
Okay, yeah.
He had the key to the gym there.
Okay.
And eventually it was like, can I get out there with the older guys when I got to be in 3rd grade? They're bigger, I'm just this little kid. And I eventually stepped out there, and I didn't get into any of the paint or anything like that. I'm staying away from that, but I'm like, around the perimeter and just knocking a few down and getting that confidence up. And that's kind of, that's really the beginning,
Yeah. We have 4. Give me one more. All
right, we got 4.
What was it about the game? What was it about? Did you just naturally just have a feel for it, or was it just something that was just a passion and you like, man, I just want to get better at this?
For sure. I felt like I could really feel like the intensity from game to game.
Yeah.
Just watching the Bucks or whatever. And just seeing how into it my dad was, and how into it all of his friends were, and just all the time and energy that went around it. I was like, it just made me feel something, as a little kid.
Yeah.
And then I just got into it, and I loved the way the game made me feel when I was playing.
Yeah.
And I guess I had a knack for it, I'd say, like I said, when I finally stepped out there, I didn't get into I wasn't playing physical or anything, but I was just tearing it up from the 3-point line and kind of having that reaction from my dad's friends, like,
who's the little guy over there?
Who's this?
Yeah.
And that felt good.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Cool.
It just felt really good.
Okay,
and
cool.
I just fell in love with it from there. It became everything.
There you go, man. So born and raised in Waukesha?
Pewaukee, actually, technically.
Shout out to Pewaukee, man.
Yeah. So, raised in Pewaukee, and then went to Waukesha North.
Okay.
So, yep.
So did you have to move to go to Waukesha North, or you went there from Pewaukee?
However that choice.
Okay.
Worked, yeah.
Okay.
because we were district for Pewaukee, but there's kind of a whole story to it. How I went to a private school like growing up, so then when I wanted to go play like select for Pewaukee, they were kind of like, well, you don't go to our public school type thing. So my parents were like, huh, you know, they kind of felt the way about that. So then I was at some basketball clinic camp. One of my dad, I don't remember who it was, one of my dad's friends, and I went to that, and Coach Riccardi was at the camp.
Shout out to him.
He's just like, "This your son?" And they kind of built that relationship. And so then just whatever hoops they had to jump through, but then that's why I ended up at North. And then I eventually played for like their select team or whatever in like 5th grade.
Nice.
Yep.
So in terms of the childhood, man, was it any siblings or were you the only child?
I had 2 sisters. I have 2 sisters, and they both went to Pewaukee. And we're good ball players there. My sister Natalie, she played. They'd always, I think like every year they get to that sectional, like a game or 2 before state, and they run into Nicole Bauman and Eisenhower. And Eisenhower would take them. But yeah, Natalie was a really good player. She ended up going on to play at Florida Southern her freshman year. And then she transferred over to Palm Beach Atlantic and played 3 years there.
Solid.
Katie, my other sister, was a good athlete, good ball player. But I think she watched like how much I poured into it and my sister poured in. She was kind of like, they just, she was kind of like, I think there's more things I want to kind of explore than just hoops. Because we were very like narrow focused, you know what I'm saying? Like, hoops. So
I hear you.
So yeah, 2 sisters, they're both great. They're in one sister's married in Elkhorn. My other sister lives with her husband in Wauwatosa, and they just found out they're having a baby, so.
That's what's up. Were you the oldest?
I was oldest,
Man, what's that dynamic being the oldest, man, being the big brother, man?
Man, I guess like just, the one who gets to do everything first. Show them what not to do sometimes. I think now they look up to me in a way where they're like, that's our older bro. And, they see me how I am as a husband and a father and all that. They're like, oh, okay.
He's solid.
You know what I mean? And so they respect that. And but yeah, I think they learned also what not to do as well.
It is what
but I think we like any siblings just had our stuff. That we went through, just like, Dad, does this, and he doesn't do this for me or whatever, or he favorites you or whatever those things are.
Dynamics,
and I think like I would say have like completely worked through all that, and now we just have very adult relationships.
Solid,
love each other, support each other, but they live their lives, we live our lives, and it's good.
Solid, man, solid.
So
in terms of the basketball journey, so where I initially ran into you is I saw you at Next Level, playing for that AAU team. Man. So give me the rundown from there, man, then we'll get into your North career.
Next Level. So I started as playing for the Wisconsin Shooters, which was a really well-established program. I want to say I'm trying to remember what happened. I think they might have like disintegrated or something like that. The organization took a turn, and then Coach Kyle was starting Next Level, and I believe there was a guy from over at Sussex Hamilton as well. Like I got to know all those guys, and player named Brian Griskevich was getting involved with Next Level, and we were both like, hey, maybe we should go. We're just looking for an opportunity, and that just was the one that opened up. So it was like a startup AAU team. So like they needed a gym or whatever. And again, my dad, he had the keys to the gym. So we did all our practices and whatnot there. And we ran through that. That was good.
Up, man, 'cause I think you warmed up now. Let's go free throw line. Let's go free throw line. Get you warmed up with the free throw line.
All right.
So did you do just that 1 year with them, or you was with them for a little bit, for a couple years?
I think a couple years. So it was Wisconsin Shooters, Next Level for a couple years, and then something opened up. I think my dad got in contact with Friends of Hoop.
Oh, yeah.
FOH.
Yeah.
So I played for FOH for my sophomore, junior, senior, freshman, sophomore, junior year.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So that was really good. That was like where I got a lot of the more of like the Midwestern, even Las Vegas exposure, playing with them, and they were completely funded by Rick Majerus.
Yeah.
So he like took care of like the hotels and everything like that, like kind of the essentials.
Yeah.
Which was amazing.
Yeah.
And then we had just like the pennies, because he was like,
yeah.
we'll take care of all that stuff, but
Right.
let's just rock with the originals.
Right.
So it was really cool. And
Yeah.
I think my dad just did a really good job of like making relationships with other kids for dads.
Yeah.
You know, and I think like through just knowing them, it was like, oh, this is what's going on over here. Come to the tryout. So I went to the tryout, and that's kind of how he made that transition. But to be honest, like our next level team kind of took its lumps.
Yeah.
We'd go play in like NY2LA.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the thing, like I can't even like remember a lot of it, because I just remember just getting like ran a lot of times, honestly. It was good, like we got like really good competition or whatever.
Yeah.
And we were getting that good exposure, but yeah, it was like just those growing pains of like an AAU team that's just starting, you know?
Yeah.
It's tough to get that started, so.
Okay.
Yep. But yeah, and then you were playing next level.
So I did my senior year, I did with them. But my freshman going into sophomore year, the freshman coach from Dominican brought me to a practice, and I met Luke, and I met all them guys. I didn't play with them that year, but I was familiar with the program. So
okay, ooh, that's short.
It's all good, man. My senior year, when I was looking for another team, I remember Luke, and then I did my last year with them.
Gotcha.
So it was a cool experience, man. Shout out to Luke Benish, man.
Yeah, for sure. I think by then, that was, for context, that was probably 2008, 2009, I want to say.
Yeah.
Something like that, so, yep.
So, all right, man, we gonna walk through North, and I don't want to bring back, man, old trauma or nothing like that, man. But, so going into North your freshman year, was the goal, I'm gonna play varsity right away, or was it like, I'm gonna just play wherever they put me? Did you have a goal of mine?
I think going in like 8th grade, I think that was what I was hoping for. Like that's what I was thinking was going to happen. Maybe not like getting a lot of minutes or anything like that, because the team was really good then. But I ended up playing JV my freshman year, which it wasn't really clear. Like my dad was like, you're gonna play varsity, but I don't think it was like that was realistically what was gonna happen. So I played JV my whole freshman year.
Okay. So what was the experience like, being on the JV team?
It was good.
Yeah.
It was good. Yeah. I don't know. I think we were like 500 or something like that. Most of the other freshmen were on the freshman team.
Okay.
So I was playing on the JV with the sophomores at the time. So just all the sophomore class. I think there were only like 1 or 2 of them that stuck with it. So a lot of the guys that were playing on that JV team, it was like that was kind of the end of it for them. With like high school basketball. So I think that made it challenging. Because I kind of came in like with this really like, gung-ho energy, high aspirations and whatnot, kind of carried that, and like everyone else was just kind of like, man.
Like, relax, man.
Come on. Like, who's this? Like, who's this? Come on. Like, enough with that. Like, enough with like your, all that stuff, Like, we're just trying to, have fun or whatever. But it was good. I mean, I think it gave me a good experience, of just how to deal with, again, like it wasn't exactly how I wanted it to go. But, it was, I needed it for sure.
Right.
I needed it before I came up to that next level. And I mean, I probably wouldn't have done well as a freshman on the varsity. Just the intensity that Coach Riccardi. It was, and it was like a very senior heavy team as well. So they were just bigger, stronger. I kind of would have gotten, hit around a lot. So I took a strength class my freshman year.
Yeah.
Definitely, and like just got in, that was when I first got introduced to lifting.
Oh, okay.
And I needed that because
Yeah.
I was like, you know, quick, fast, could, you know, kind of had like good game, but just not very.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a kid, man, so I get it.
For sure.
All right, man, so freshman year, you make some strides, you make the JV team. Now sophomore year, now what's the goals for you? Is it, okay, I gotta get one of these varsity spots, or do I wanna do another year on JV? What was the plan for you, man?
Yeah, because by then, so that senior class was a really good class.
Yeah.
And they all graduated. So it was like, it was pretty wide open. There wasn't really any juniors the year before that got any significant minutes.
Okay.
And then, like I said, the sophomore class before me, there might have been like 2 or 3 that ended up playing the next year altogether. So I knew I was going to be on varsity going into that. I knew I was going to be starting.
Okay.
But Coach Riccardi left. He left that one year. Just like some point, like in the spring, just announced like I'm not going to be coaching next year. And the ironic part is my cousin, his name is Matt Becker.
Okay.
He started off at West, and then after his sophomore year at West, decided to transfer to North to come play with me.
And that's the one you wrote about in the book, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So he was gonna come. So we were both gonna play for Riccardi, and we were amped up and excited about that. Man, had all those aspirations, and then he left, and then we got a new coach. So just like all that goes with that. Like,
did you know who the coach was, or it was like a completely like just brand new guy?
He I believe coached at WCTC.
Okay, yeah.
So I think he had that type of experience, and then he got the job at North, brought a whole new coaching staff, all that stuff. So,
ladies and gentlemen, this man is heating up, man. I think he get warm, man. It's starting to look good, man. But yeah, okay, so you go through that transition of a new coach. What was your mindset, man? You used to Riccardi. Now they bring in another guy. It's your first year on varsity, man. What's the mindset at that time?
I mean, yeah, I gotta be honest, because Riccardi, he had a very high standard. Expected like a very high degree of mental toughness, physical toughness, known for having those grueling practices and whatnot. And it was just a completely different vibe.
Right.
With the new coach, he kind of came in with more of just this like, just a completely different energy, like loose, relaxed, like we're gonna run up and down, we're gonna get a lot of shots up. It was just like night and day different. So I'm like trying to mentally prepare for like what this is gonna be like to play for the Coach Riccardi, who was, to be honest, he was like pretty legendary. Like he had been coaching at North for like 15, I don't even know, like 15 years, you know? And it had some, I mean, his reputation was always having North at the top of the Classic 8. You know, so he that was a huge like legacy. It was like he was leaving behind. But yeah, Coach Hartman, he was cool. We liked him, but again, it was like I felt like I had to have a lot of leadership responsibility as a sophomore. And my cousin too, who hadn't even had any of the experience playing with anybody because he came from West. He had not played with anybody from North. And him and I were really the two leaders of the team. That was a lot, I think. I don't think like I was, I think I did my best. I had some good games. Definitely had some good games. I remember like getting a really big win at South. Like hitting like a late 3 in like the last minute to put us up. South was at the top. We were kind of at the bottom. I remember Kettle Moraine coming to North and really sticking it to us and being like, whew, you know what I mean? Having like, I had this thing where like the whole student section at KM was like doing a whole thing. And so just getting the taste of all that. But so yeah, it was just a very up and down year, just different experience. Had some highs, had some lows. I think it prepared me really well though for my junior year. Okay,
man. So let's get into it, man. So you have that year on varsity, your sophomore year, some growing pains.
For sure.
But it's stuff to build on. And then was your cousin 1 year? He was 1 year older than you?
He was a year older,
So you got him coming back, man. You a junior, he a senior. So give me the expectations for junior year, man.
I think, so the thing about that is that Riccardi came back my junior year. So
as the head coach?
Yes.
Okay.
So he stepped out sophomore and then came back junior year.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I can't
right.
remember exactly why, but that was the situation.
Yeah.
And he came back, and then my junior year was when all the guys that I played with through middle school or whatever, you know, they came up and we were all on varsity for the first time together.
Got the
and
guys.
Riccardi was coming back. So I think there was a lot of excitement. I think they're like, man, I wonder what we can really do here.
Yeah.
You know, Arrowhead's always been really good, CMH always good, KM McWanago. So like the conference was good. And it's like, but I think we can be good.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. I think we had things to be excited about. We ended up finishing third in the Classic A behind Arrowhead and CMH.
Yeah.
You know, they're always really good. But yeah, I mean, got some really big wins. You know, that Riccardi put in this like 1-3-1, like three-quarter court type defense that we would play like every game, and we really became known for that. Like you know, teams just like couldn't really like. Our identity was very defensive driven because that's just kind of how Riccardi would always play. Like just a very like high pressure in your face, turn you over. We're gonna beat. You're not gonna score as many points as we are. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was fun because he put that in, and I was always sitting at the top here. Yeah. So I was doing just making all kinds of trouble or whatever, and getting a lot of like run out steals, dunks, and getting all that going. And that, like I said, that felt really good. It was a fun year for sure. I feel like we definitely accomplished something that year. We were proud of it. And my cousin and I will always be able to look back on that.
And just so that was his last year. What was it like just enjoying that last year with him in terms of ball, man?
I mean, it was special. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, I'm sure, I don't know if you've you know, like, you play a lot of ball, like the guys you play with become your brothers, you know what I'm saying? You develop those relationships that are so inseparable. Right. You know? Right. So like I said, it's something that we will always be able to come back to and are thankful for. It just felt like driving to practice every single day together. Yeah, that's cool. Man, I think we can, you know, just talking about the game like all the time after school. It just felt like that's like what our life was. It was so like everything was about what we were doing and how the team, like what was going on with the team. My cousin would be watching film like during like his study halls and stuff like that. Like then he'd be coming to me and be like, man, we saw something on that. Like, right. So it's just constant. You know what I mean? It's constant, like just trying to reach the goal.
I hear you, man. So side note, man, what was did you have like a game day spot you like to go to eat, or after the game that you like to go to eat, man? Give me the rundown on Waukesha, man. I need that.
Oh yeah. My pregame a lot of times was, I don't think it's very good now thinking about it, but
we good now,
I used to get Rockies, Rocky Rococo's like all the time.
Nothing wrong with that,
just like the carb load type thing, you know? That kind of became a little bit of like a little, I guess, ritual routine. Rockies, and then anytime we get like a big home win or whatever, it was always Culver's, like with the team, but also like all the students or whatever would meet us all there. And those were always good memories too. If we get like a big win or whatever.
Did you ever go to Oscars? Did y'all ever eat at Oscars?
I'm Oscars on Moreland, but we didn't really. That really wasn't where we went. But there was a Culver's on North. What was it called? Not Moreland. I'm blanking on it. Not Blue Mound. Anyway, there was a spot like right by North Culver's we'd go to. And a lot of good memories there, you know.
Man. So, give me the rundown just in terms of your game, bro. Playing the point guard. You got to have your own game, but you actually got to know where everybody's going. You got to be cerebral. You gotta be able to see a few plays forward. You gotta, you running the show. So just having that responsibility, bro, and then going into your senior year, what was your mindset? Because now your cousin gone, and I'm pretty sure the scoring load, a lot of that gotta be on your shoulders now too. So how did you balance? Okay, I gotta get buckets, but I gotta run the show too, man.
Yeah, I think I would focus a lot on, it was so nice playing with my cousin, because the way we would play together is I would just get into the teeth of the defense. Like that was always what I strive to do, is just get everybody to collapse. So I'm constantly in attack mode and doing that and finding the dump off, but a lot of times just like that kickback pass where just getting into the lane and having the help come and just that kick to my cousin. And my cousin shot probably, he probably shot high 30s, 40% from three.
So he was your sniper then.
Yeah. So he could really light it up from beyond the arc, and it was kind of probably one of the strongest parts of my game was just breaking defenses down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Getting into the lane, putting a lot of stress on help side defenders and getting the free throw line. Drawing big guys and getting easy buckets for our bigs. That was kind of how I played. And it was really nice having him, and we had another guy too who really could shoot. So when those guys were hitting, we were tough to beat.
Okay, so with your game, bro, did you pick and roll better?
Not really either, honestly. This is kind of
weird to say as a PG, man. So.
Yeah, no. I mean, the thing is again, it was a very branded style of basketball. We would play under Riccardi, and we ran the swing offense.
Oh yeah. Pass to the wing, down screen, flare screen on the backside.
Exactly. Yeah.
I get why the whole shoot. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. So there wasn't a lot of pick and roll action for me or anything like that. I probably would have done well in, I would say, but a lot of where I would be effective is when the ball would swing to the other side and the defense is rotating and then picking that spot. But yeah, he wanted a layup almost every possession.
Oh yeah. Did y'all ever take it? So I'm guessing you take advantage of that. You get that switch to the big guard get in the post and was that a lot of the action?
That was also a big part of the game as well. Yeah, I'm playing point at least my junior year.
Yeah.
And I'm 6'3".
Yeah, you big point guard.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean we played. Maybe it was I think it was my junior year. We're playing Pius.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's warmed up, man.
We were playing Corey Lucius. I forget what year it was.
Shout out to K. Lou.
Yep, and obviously he was extremely efficient, very quick, quick, off the ground, laterally, everything. But when we played Pius, he was guarding me. Yeah. So I would come up from, the screen would come up from here. Yeah. Ball would be here, and I get in the post, and I got in foul trouble right away. Yeah. So he had to sit on the bench the whole first half. So I think that was something that our coach would try to exploit.
Oh yeah, you got to.
Now that I'm thinking about it, and I think that was good. And I think eventually ended up using that part of my game in AAU.
Oh yeah, for
sure. As well. And even after I went after college and whatever, when I've been playing recreational, I like getting in that post.
Oh yeah, man, yeah, for sure. So all right, man. So it's the last year, man, senior year. It's on you. You know what I'm saying? What's expectations for the team? Catholic Memorial is good that year.
Yep.
Arrowhead is good. Ben Mills.
Muck is good.
Loaded conference, bro. Yep. So what's the expectations for you, man? What you trying to do with North that year?
I've always been somebody who, shoots for the stars, So it was definitely my goal to get North to state.
Yeah.
That year, my senior year, knew it was going to be tough.
Okay.
But we had experience, like our team, the nucleus for our class. When we were in 8th grade and we played together, we went and played in that state tournament that all the schools play in. I forget, WIBL or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever that like state tournament is.
Yeah.
And we took 3rd in the
Okay.
state. We lost in the semifinals to, I want to say Oshkosh North.
That's
something like
solid.
that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, so like that's kind of how I'm thinking about it. I'm like, okay, we've shown we can get there. We've gotten by. We ran into Josh Gasser in Port Washington on that road. So I don't know if you remember a guy named Deami Starks from Superior. He was good at the time. We took some teams down, so I'm thinking, okay, we've done this before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and I think that was probably maybe what made it challenging is I had such high expectations that like when we hit like a tough spot, I didn't handle it very well. Like if we, lost to Arrowhead or we lost a big game, I could have responded a little bit better.
Yeah.
But like you said, I had always played point guard and that was where I was most comfortable.
Yeah.
But because I needed to score more, I got moved over.
Okay.
My senior year. It was kind of like we need to get you the ball in these spots.
Yeah.
So we're gonna give it to Steve.
Yeah, just initiate the offense.
To initiate the offense. And I was kind of like, okay.
Yeah.
Because I always identify, like that was kind of like my hoops identity.
Yeah. I'm the one,
Right, I handle the ball or whatever. So when he told me, I was kind of like, okay.
Right.
But I think in the back of my mind, I was like, oh, like I'm trying to stick it and be the one.
Yeah, I get it.
Again, I'm not saying that was the right response. But that's how I took it.
Yeah, you a kid, you still young, man. You've been playing this position your whole life.
Right.
You gotta move over, so I get it.
Right. So yeah, I mean, I definitely handled a lot more of the scoring responsibilities and everything like that.
Yeah.
But like I said, we had a good year. I think we were 3rd again, or 4th.
Okay.
Right behind Arrowhead and Memorial in the conference. But man, we had 2 dogfights with McGuanago during the season. I think we beat them at North and they beat us at their place. We drew them at our place.
Yeah.
And they got us. So shout out to them. Those are all great guys.
Yeah.
Ty Bauschik, Derek Casanolu, those guys, good players and good guys too. We were always cool, because we're like, okay, you guys are from Muck, we're from North. We play hard. My dad was really big on that. He would always try to kind of make it a little bit bigger than just basketball.
Yeah, for sure.
Encourage me to go up to the guys after the game and really
sportsmanship, all that. Yeah.
So those are great guys, but they crushed it, man.
Yeah, man.
They crushed that dream.
I don't want to bring back the trauma, man, but when you play that last game, and in terms of the high school, man, it's over for you, bro. So what was going through your mind? Was it like, okay, I'm gonna play in college, it's okay, or were you just like, man, this is it?
I was pretty bummed because again, I had big aspirations. I wanted to play in college.
Yeah.
I didn't really have that season, whether it was going into junior year or going into senior year, on the AAU circuit that kind of gets you on the radar for a lot of that.
Yeah.
And it was kind of a similar thing, like when it came to that with Friends of Hoop.
Yeah.
Played with a lot of guards.
Yeah.
A lot of good guards. Will Pelkoffer from
Shout out
Whitnall. Yep, he played really well for that team.
Yep.
Brian Guskevich from Sussex was on that team. Brian played really well. He ended up playing at Lawrence, I believe. Johnny Cording from Menominee Falls.
What, man? Shout out to John, man. That's my brother, man. Yeah.
Really, really tough point guard.
Heady.
And I don't know if you remember Barrett Powell.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Barrett, man.
For sure, yeah. He was on that team as well. And him and I were the 2 biggest guys.
Okay.
So, my role on that team was rebound.
Yeah, rebounded, man.
Rebound.
Play big.
Yeah, play big. And, obviously, if a big out on me,
you can do your thing.
Do what I do, but a lot of just, the ball handling, the initiation, a lot of that was out of my hands.
Okay.
And it was fun. We beat some teams we had no business beating.
Yeah.
Which was really fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just wasn't the same role. So yeah, so by the time like that season ended, it was just I just didn't really have anything else that I was like excited about, you know, because some people may be more realistic and they're like, okay, you know, now I'm gonna go off to college and I'm gonna study this, I'm gonna do that. And I just didn't really have that because I was so invested in hoops.
Yeah.
So I was pretty sad about it.
Yeah,
like,
I get it, man.
You know?
I feel like, brother, as ball players, we all been there where we got anticipation for this season. It ended and you just like, oh man. But I get it though. So what we gonna do now is, cause like I said, I want people to get the book. So I don't wanna go into all of your stuff.
Yeah.
But I wanna transition into your music career. So
for sure.
And like I said, go get the book, Faithful.
Faithful.
He has the details of how he got in, but for time's sake, we want to get to his music career. So correct me if I'm wrong, but you took an outdoor class.
Yes.
And then you said that was an inspiration for you.
It was. It definitely was.
So give me the rundown on initially getting into the game. How did you develop your sound? Did you want to pursue it? Just those things, man, before we get into other things, man.
So I knew I was going to be playing Division III. I played at Coe College, Division III. It wasn't like what I wanted. Yeah. But I was still going to be playing ball or whatever. Yeah, yeah. And so there was that, and long story short, like that didn't go exactly how I wanted it to. Yeah. Like it was looking like it could go at least, you know, favorable for me my sophomore year, but then I kind of had more of that dose of reality. Like, okay, like I can't do what I did in high school where I put everything into basketball. Yeah. I gotta keep my grades. I gotta like figure out what I want to do after this. Yeah. So and again, I didn't really have a lot of that, like I guess skill set because I was so invested in the basketball. So I was like learning like my study habits and everything kind of as I was going through college. Yeah. But so I ended up putting more into my academics. Yeah. But yeah, so I came home from college one year, and my cousin, who I was talking about earlier, he hits me up and he's like, man, and we're like into hip hop and rap music, of course, like all through high school and college. I was just kind of what we love, what we listen to, like warming up, whatever. Yeah. You know, Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, those were like really the two main artists, Eminem too. Yeah, so he hits me up and he's like, yo, man. Isaac, he's a guy we went to North with. Yeah. It's like, man, he's been hanging out with this guy. His name's Terrence, bro. Like, okay, bro, he sounds like Hove, bro. Yeah, yeah. And I'm kind of like, okay. You know, he's really gassing him up. I'm like, okay. So I go over, I end up meeting him. And like, I kind of just like bought into it. I was like, man, like, he really does sound good. Like, he really does sound like somebody. Yeah. Like, he sounds like he could be like Cole or whatever, you know what I mean? Yeah. And so I'm kind of buying into it. My cousin, who we're really close, is buying into it. Yeah. And then even my older cousin, who played at South before, he was my cousin Matt's older brother. Okay. Yeah. And he's who we really looked up to. Like, okay. Like he was who, like, we would go watch him play and we're like, we're gonna be like him. Yeah. Yeah. And he's getting into Terrence's music. Starts a whole clothing line called Official Dreamer to like really just like as his way of like leading us, his younger brother and me, go follow your dreams. Yeah, yeah, that's dope. So I'm just bought in. Yeah. And I'm just like, man, bro, like this is something I'd always like to do. Like I'd always like write but like I just started putting more work into it. Yeah. And working on it. And then by the time I went out to that class, this is my senior year of college, I had this life that like I thought I was supposed to live. You know, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go be a teacher. Yeah. I'm gonna go be maybe a basketball coach. Yeah. Like, I think that's just what I'm supposed to do. Like, I didn't. Yeah, I feel like, bro, we all been there. This looks good. But it's like, this ain't really what I wanna. Exactly. I know what you mean, yeah. Yep, so it was just that experience, and finally, like, I'm out there. It is what it is. I'm out there taking this class, finishing up my degree. Yeah. And I've just got extra time. Yeah. And I just start writing. Okay. And and all of a sudden I'm just like making these songs. Yeah. And I made like 5 songs. And in this class, you go out into the wilderness and you camp and you do all the outdoor survival type stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And like, I didn't have anything in common with anyone in my class. Like no sports, no hoops, nothing. It's just like, okay, I don't know, like, I'm not into any of that. So I'm just like, hey, let's just sing these songs.
Right.
And they literally became like the soundtrack to the whole camp. Like the songs that I wrote and I made, where like everyone in the camp is like singing them.
Yeah.
Like we're all around the campfire. We're like, everyone's like clapping along
dope,
with everything.
man.
Like the professors are like, we're taking these lyrics, we're posting them here for everybody.
Yeah.
It takes, and I'm just like, that was enough for me.
Yeah.
That was enough for me. And I think the kind of what went with it was, that was at the time when J. Cole dropped Born Sinner, 2013.
Yeah.
So I think like, I'm going through whatever I'm going through in my life, trying to figure it out, what's next. I'm emotional.
Yeah.
And I'm writing these songs, I'm having this reaction. I'm getting like super deep into this album.
Yeah.
It's like really like connecting with me like on a very spiritual level, because you know, I had that deeper spiritual kind of Christian upbringing, and I was hearing that in Cole.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, like I feel like I can do something like this where I can articulate my life and my challenges in a way that inspires people in this kind of a way, like really brings home like higher level values. And that's like, that was really, he was doing something really revolutionary at that time.
Yeah.
I think Kanye West at that time put out Yeezus.
Okay, yeah.
And it, to me, like, it was like it was like two completely different messages.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what inspired me. And and then I went from there. I just kept writing, kept working at it, made a mixtape a year later. And that was it. I mean, that's just what got me started, you know?
Yeah.
Obviously, there's a whole thing that went with it, but
but
that's kind of the story of how I got into it.
Yeah. So let me ask you, bro.
Yeah.
Because I'm seeing this theme. So like, when you get an itch to do something, is it with you? I gotta try. Is that you? Like I gotta try.
It isn't always that straightforward.
Elaborate. Speak on it.
It isn't always that straightforward. I give all the credit to God for that, because I think God orchestrates, at least in my life, he's orchestrated my circumstances that put me into a place where I have to make that decision. You know, where it's just like, I feel it, I know I should do it. I'm not always as immediate to do it. But sometimes like I just get the way things play out, it's like he's just helping me in that way, like, do it. You gotta do it, you know? And you do eventually, and then I had, like, in my experience of taking that step, like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna write, I'm gonna put the book out. You know what I mean? I take the step, but it's like, I feel, I can feel God with me, helping lead in that way. So to answer your question, I think I'd like to say that, that I do, like, if I'm not doing it, I feel it. If there's something that it's like, you should do this. And if I'm not doing it, I feel it.
You feel it? Yeah, I can attest. So in terms, bro, of your just rap style, your skill set, in terms of just delivery, flow, was it like Cole, Jay-Z, was those the guys that was kind of like, you was kind of patterning your style after? Or are you like, I just got to figure out, I'm gonna just write these lyrics and I'm gonna just say it how I want to say it? So your skill set, how did that develop?
I mean, it was a lot of Cole and Logic getting started.
Logic,
I think Wayne and Jay-Z were definitely like the foundation, because I started listening to both of them. Well, Wayne probably more in like middle school, like more in high school, but Jay-Z, that was my cousin who I was telling you about. That was like, he was the guy. You know what I mean? Like he's the pinnacle of rap. So I started listening to him early. That was the foundation. And then I remember hearing Drake for the first time in high school. And so Cole, Logic, patterned a lot though, mostly off of Logic.
Okay.
And then eventually like started picking up musically on like what Drake was doing and trying to study what made him so good. Yeah. And then kind of developed that mindset with a lot of other artists as well. Like Jhené, I mean, I remember I was listening to like Jhené Aiko, Ab-Soul, like just any, like what makes them, like why are they dope? Like why do people like them? And how can I not necessarily like copy their style, but at least understand what makes them dope so I can find that in myself and put that in my music. That was kind of like my mindset of how I approached it.
I hear you, bro. So just with the rap game, bro, and you can attest to this, man, stuff gets trendy. Certain rappers are rapping a certain way, everybody rapping that way. Certain rappers talking about certain stuff, everybody talking about certain stuff. And then you being in the Christian lane, I wouldn't say not so much in that lane in terms of lyrics, but definitely with sound. So when like the sound started changing in hip hop, did you feel like, okay, like let me kind of go with this sound? Or you like, nah, I gotta stay with what I'm doing?
Yeah, I just knew if I ever did that, I would lose it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the thing. I kind of, I was, you know, I guess you could say unconventional as an artist, you know? Like not someone that people would typically expect to pursue that. So I had to feel like I had my formula in terms of like, okay, I have to do it this way. Otherwise, it's just like things could fall off pretty quickly for me.
For sure.
So like I said, definitely still like studying like why people do certain things. But if I say I have to start singing because that's what's gonna make me big, like I couldn't like fully subscribe to that. I don't know, like I knew that it had to come from an authentic place.
I hear you.
And if it wasn't authentic, there was gonna be, it just wasn't worth doing and everybody was gonna know it. Like it had to be like, this is me. I
respect it.
So I don't know if that answers your question.
No, it does. I respect it. So like I said, I ain't trying to give away too much in the book, but I do want you to talk about some shows, because I know you talked about a couple shows in the books that you like, man, this show was it, man. So just give me the rundown on your first show. Was you nervous? Was it like, I don't know, man, talk about that, man.
I love that question. I think it's a really good question. Yeah, my first show I did was a talent show at my college. And I think I think like the shows were really big from a confidence standpoint.
For sure.
For sure. You know, I knew, because it's one thing for me to say, I'm gonna go be a rapper. Okay. You know what I mean? There's that. But if it's like, if I could at least work on my craft to enough where I get an opportunity to show like what I'm seeing, that those ended up being like stepping stones. And so my first show I did was a talent show at Co. And for sure I was super nervous. I was like, oh man, like I was like, I couldn't believe I was doing it just because nobody was doing that. Like nobody on the basketball team, nobody, and everyone was kind of getting going with whatever they were doing. And here I am doing that. And but it felt really good because the music that I did for that show, I had worked on for like, kind of like the book, like 8 months, you know what I mean?
So wow.
So it was like in me for a long time. And then it finally like had an opportunity to come out.
How many songs was in it when you was in your set, bro?
I think I did 2.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, I did 2.
That's not bad.
For that, just for like that talent show. And that gave me just good experience. And like, I remember it became a lot too, like as I'm trying to like network and make connections and stuff like that. And I'd be, and like I remember there was this guy and he was going to school to be a music manager. So he was working with a couple artists or whatever. And one of my friends from high school introduced me to him. He's like, hey, if you want to do this is who you got to know. I'm like, okay. And like, he's still trying to rack his mind around like, you're really going to do this? I'm like, yeah. And I'd make a song and be like, yo, we'd be in the car, I'd be like, check it out, bro. and then eventually he'd be like, okay, like I'll introduce you to him or whatever. So it's like I kind of always had to like show people, and that would always be like a big thing that would boost my confidence. I'm like saying this right now, I'm like, geez, that's just so not how you want to do it necessarily, where you get your confidence from like what other people think.
No, that's real.
But that's just where I was at.
confirmation,
for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely helpful, like when you have that, but yeah. So there's just a lot of that, and then something opened up in Waukesha, and at this time, like my cousin, who I played basketball with, he was, you know, because again, like we were all, like, it was a bunch of us that were kind of getting into this music stuff because Isaac brought Terrence there or whatever, and so he is like, he built a studio in his basement. And then a connection opened up at a bar in Waukesha, and we did it. That was our first show, and it was like a high school reunion, basically. And that was cool.
Man, what was it like? Because everybody in high school, I'm sure, knew you as a ball player.
Right.
Now they like, man, they rap? Like, they doing the show. So what was that feeling like, having people approach you like, man, how long you been rapping for? How long? When did you start doing this? What was that like?
I think it felt good. Like. Because by that time, like, there were just like a few people close to me that kind of knew I was doing it. And then I think I would like throw out songs on SoundCloud or whatever. But after that show was really the first time where I think it was like, okay, you're doing it. This is okay.
That's what we doing.
That's what we doing. And it was kind of like, like we rock with you, you know? And it was like, so that felt really good.
I hear you.
Just to have people that knew me as a ball player, knew me as kind of coming up from North and being like, okay, we knew you were trying to get in hoops. Now you're trying to get in. We'll see what happens with this.
Right.
It felt good.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
You know.
So you gotta give me this, man. I wouldn't be me if I ain't asked. So you decide that you gonna become a rapper. What's the initial conversation with the folks? You gotta come home, because when you touched on it in the book a little bit, so you gotta explain to them like, Mom, Pops, this is what I'm feeling. This is what I want to do, man. What was that for you, man?
I talk about it in the book, and I think it's good to talk about because it's kind of, I think it's redemptive in a way, because at the time it was just very tumultuous and just turbulent with my relationship with my parents, you know? I mean, I think it's kind of like, it was a big moment because it's like where things like really came to head, because there was just different tensions like I had growing up, I think, with like basketball, like my dad really pushing me to like pursue it and have high aspirations. My mom thinking like, but what about like after and everything like that? Right. So there was a lot of that tension, and I think by the time that's all over, trying to figure out next steps, I think my parents kind of being able to like exhale and say, okay, like, he's got the degree, he's gonna go be a teacher, everything's gonna be all good, no one's gonna think he's weird. Right.
Yeah, I hear you.
And then I'm kind of like, nah, I ain't done yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna go do this. And it was tough. Like, it was just tensions were very high. They were scared.
Yeah, I get it.
And it makes sense.
Yeah, I get it.
They were scared. They were just like, how are you gonna make money? Like, you can't, like, people starve when they pursue that, and they get into drugs. Like the wheels fall off. Like, you know what I mean? When you take that path.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of like, but this is it. You know what I mean? And so it brought some tension, a lot of tension.
Yeah.
But it was just redemptive to write about in the book.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And our relationship it's just a lot better today because of it, you know?
Man, for sure.
I honor them because they're my parents and I love them. And I think they just couldn't see me as an adult yet. Yeah. I'm still like...
You're like, baby, man,
And I'm the firstborn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like...
Yeah.
We got to do, as parents, they're like, we got to do everything we can do to make sure that you are, you know, responsible, that you're productive, you're good.
Yeah.
And that certainty wasn't there.
Yeah.
I didn't have that certainty when I'm sitting them down and saying, yeah, I'm not going to student teach in the spring.
Yeah.
I'm working on this mixtape in the spring.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I get it, man.
Yeah. It's, as parents, you know, it's it's like, I mean, I gotta believe, I mean, that's coming.
Yeah. At what point, bro, do you think they kind of like, okay, he's serious about this, man, we gotta give him some support? At what point did you kind of see that with your rap career with him, bro?
They definitely showed it, because I kind of went out, like after college, I like really went out on my own you know, moved out of the house.
Yeah.
And just did what I needed to do. And then I just hit a point where I just wasn't doing very well. Like I was just like, you know, like I was, I can't remember what it was. I got into like, this is kind of a little bit of an underlying narrative in the book, but I got into like bad relationships and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think that stuff like really brought me down.
Yeah.
So like I'm at a point where like I'm like just really down for whatever reason, bad relationship it could be. And I went to them and they let me come back home when I was like 25, 26.
Yeah.
So like that wasn't like
that's solid. Yeah.
It's like that wasn't like, yes, but it was.
Yeah.
That was their way of showing that. And then, man, the biggest show I ever did. Well, it was
speak
big
on that, man. I didn't want to touch on it because of the book, but you brought it up, so let's speak on that, man.
It was big because it was like the biggest like entrepreneurial push that I had ever done, where it was completely my brand, completely curated by me. It was like my first album under my record label. Yeah. So I was trying to like make a really big splash.
Where was the show at?
It was in Tosa.
Okay, yeah.
It's called the Red Dot off North Avenue, but it's not around anymore. But it was just like a really cool setup. Had it like, you know, it was like a bar in one section and then like a whole like venue in another section, and it was cool. Yeah. And my sisters ran my merch table. My dad was involved as like the bouncer. I'm just kind of like, okay, like they don't quite understand it, but like but I'm their son and they're doing their best to support.
Reading that part was dope. I'm like, that's cool, man. He got
sure.
the whole gang involved, man. They supporting him. You could tell you was eager to have a good show.
For sure.
You put all this money in it, all this time, and then to, you know, put on a performance that was dope, man. Give me the aspects of the performance, man. Give me the details on going out and doing it, man. The biggest show.
I love it. I love that because it gives me an opportunity to shout out like just some of the artists that I was building with at the time.
Yeah.
I had, let's see. Tom Brady was there, and he's an artist that I met. He went to Platteville.
Okay.
But then I also had Don McNeil at the time, and I was really building with him and another singer named, her name was Karina.
Okay.
And they were kind of like loosely connected to a guy who's, I don't know, like I haven't really kept much tabs on him recently, but his name is Mag.
Okay.
And he was managing an artist named Ishtar, who was back in 2017, was probably the biggest Milwaukee artist at the time. Like he was, you know, had like was on like the whole circuit, you know, whatever. I don't know if he was like signed to Def Jam or whatever, but
that name sounds familiar.
Ishtar,
that name definitely sounds
familiar. If you look him,
yeah.
he was, from my time in the Milwaukee music scene and like what I was seeing, like it was like everybody was trying to get to where Ishtar was at.
Okay.
And Mag was managing him.
Okay.
And Dom had a relationship with Mag, but he was kind of second fiddle to Ish.
Yeah.
And then Rena was also like getting a lot because she was R&B, like kind of a whole different lane. Yeah. So they were really involved. And then A.R. Wesley, Mike Regal, and Larry Bull were involved as well.
Yeah.
And at the time, like Mike was, I don't know if it was just because my proximity to him, but it seemed like he was the biggest like producer in Milwaukee at the time. He had won they had this big like producer competition at the Miramar Theater, and it was called like the Milwaukee Beatdown. He was back-to-back champion. Like it seemed like every artist in Milwaukee was going to him for beats. So he was involved in like his kind of, the artist he really built with the most was A.R. Wesley, and he opened for the show.
Oh, that's cool.
And and A.R. was like probably my favorite artist from Milwaukee at the time. Just his style, storytelling, just how he put things together, and just his whole vibe. Yeah. And he kept it, and he didn't just rap about all the stuff. You know, he rapped about his life.
Yeah.
So
I get it.
That made it really special, and then for me to come out after all of that and be like, this is kind of, you know, what I've been building, and being able to share that with everybody.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Was cool.
That's dope, man.
So always remember that.
Yeah. How big was the set list for that show for you?
I think I did my whole Living in Two Worlds album. Maybe like one or two, so probably like 8 to 10 songs.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
That's damn near a whole album. Right? Yeah, that's solid.
It was fun.
You gotta give me this this answer, man. So the adrenaline, you playing a rival in basketball. You in the tunnel, y'all in the area, you about to come out, you getting jacked up. What's that feeling like compared to being backstage? It's almost your time to come out, man. And so you got the lyrics memorized, you trying to get pumped up. Give me the contrast between the two feelings, man.
Same energy.
Which one is scarier?
Scarier?
Yeah.
Dang. Honestly, probably the big game.
Really?
I think so, yeah.
Really?
There's just more in my control. I felt like, not always, because there is all things that aren't in your control when you're on stage, but more of just like, just knowing that I know my lyrics, like I know my set, I know how to do this. I mean, the first couple, you know, and again, like for me, the experience was every time I did one, like it just built my confidence. But yeah, just with like, I think more of like how's everyone else gonna play, like what's gonna happen.
I get you.
And I think that kind of gave me more. But same energy though. I feel like it was the same energy. The jumping up and down.
What did you do before a game when you hoop, bro? What got you there, man? What got you ready to go, man? What song? Did you have to talk to somebody, man? What was the pregame, bro, to get you jacked, man?
HOVA, the Blueprint 2, baby, on the way. HOVA. You gotta get that dirt off your shoulder. Like, I think Jay-Z really got me there most of the time. I hate to say it because, I think everybody when I was in high school was listening to Lil Wayne. And like, I would, you know, I do not condone his music in any way. Or even Jay-Z, really, I haven't listened to Hov in a while, but that's what got me there when I was in high school.
I get it. I get it.
For sure. Fireman.
Oh, yeah.
Lil Wayne, Fireman.
You bring back some memories there.
I really like the Jay-Z Linkin Park collab, too. That one got me there a lot. But,
you bringing back some memories right there, man. So before we transition, you know, you being in the rap game, you being an artist, but you also, you know, being a Christian. Did you consciously say, I love this craft, I love rapping, but I'm not gonna touch that. I'm not gonna talk about that. Did you label yourself as a Christian rapper, or were you just a rapper that was a Christian?
Great question, I thought I was, so the way I looked at myself when I came into rap was that I was a rapper who mixed in Christianity. And I thought like that was dope. But actually it was hella confusing. Very unclear, very like, what are you? Like, definitely what, like, people that were Christian were not feeling it. I think people like that were secular were kind of, were good with it because they're like, oh, that's kind of just his, you know, his unique expression or whatever. But it did not glorify God in any way. When I first came in, you know, my record label was called Two World Records. My album was called Living in Two Worlds. And it was kind of like this idea of like, I'll bring Christianity into this, but really this is how I live, and that's just my truth or whatever. So and that's really what, that's just what like broke me down. That's really what took me to my lowest point. Was just kind of living in that very unclear, confused, not really like willing to stand on what I really believe, just kind of whatever's convenient to believe for people who like me. But and then that's, you know, that's what I needed to do to get to the point where I had to be like, what do I believe? What do I need to stand for? And that's what brought me to Christ.
For sure.
You know?
For sure.
So it was like, there was a whole transition trying to figure out like what that would actually look like. Like, what would it look like to make music that was dope? But most importantly, glorify God, because I just can't see how that works.
The two mix.
How does that work? It just didn't make any sense. Like, I couldn't wrap my head around it. And because I couldn't wrap my head around it, I had to make my own. But then I had my run where, my faith in run, which was music that was was glorifying to God.
For sure. All right, man, so we got 2 more topics.
Yes.
Your beautiful wife, Paige, your lovely wife, Paige, man. starting that journey with her, man, what was the initial meet? How did you guys, figure, okay, we gonna do this, and then just maintain you guys' relationship over time, man? Give me the rundown, man. Say what you can, because the book is out. I want you to get the book, but just say what you can, man.
It's cool how we met. I was, because it is so common for people to meet like through apps and stuff like that, or social media, and that's a great place to meet.
Yeah.
It really is. Like, I know lots of great marriages that have met that way.
Yeah.
It's cool because I was leaving a job back in 2019.
Yeah.
I'd spent like a year and a half there really building.
Right.
And like I was really, really building into that company. And then it was just like, because it was a startup,
yeah,
they had to make some really tough decisions like at the end of the year. And I just wasn't comfortable with what they had decided.
Okay.
And I was like, because they were kind of asking me to put to bet on them that they were going to be successful. And at that point, I'm like, well, if I'm going to bet on anybody, I'm going to bet on me.
Right.
So, so that's when I really decided to go like all in with the music.
Yeah.
On the Christian side.
Okay. So you was already faithing at the time.
I don't think so. I don't think I had been faithing yet. Like I think because 2020 is when I felt like God gave me that name, because I was praying for it, because I wanted something that was marketable. Yeah. Not just like my name. Yeah. Like that was something that like through consultation I felt would be helpful while I was trying to build out that brand and that career. But yeah, I was on that journey, and I did a lot of networking with that job, like just seeing all the different things going on. Like, this is going on in Milwaukee. This is where you can meet people, shake people's hands. Yeah. There was an event, and then there was an event that was called C-Suite for Christ.
Okay.
And it was put on by a guy who just wanted to see Christian business owners come together. Yeah. So I'm just leaving this job and starting my new venture. Okay. Like, this is where I need to be. Yeah. Like, I want to be with other Christian men and, be surrounded by other believers for encouragement and support. Yeah. While I'm really taking the step of faith. And sorry about that.
Are you good?
So I go to this event. Yeah. And that's where I met Paige.
Okay, man. When you initially saw her, was it like, man, who is that? Or it was like, okay.
It came out of nowhere for me.
Yeah.
It came out of nowhere for me. Like, she has her side, which is fun to hear, and I wouldn't tell her side, but for my side, it was like I'm kind of just like sitting at a table, kind of just trying to be to myself. Yeah. Because I'm just fish out of water basically. Yeah. And then like whatever, the whole thing goes, and they're like, all right, go sit over at these tables, and you're going to discuss with the people at your table about this topic that the speaker just spoke about. Yeah. Cool. So I turn around, and then there she is. Uh-oh. And I'm kind of like, okay. I'm kind of like, okay. Yeah. And I think in my mind, she's very, Paige is very type A. Yeah. She takes initiative, like she's very, like she's not afraid to speak up. She speaks her mind. And so in my head, like I just thought she was married already. I like didn't even really think of her as like somebody who was, like
available.
My future wife.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, she's amazing. Like she's like really driving the conversation about whatever the topic was. I'm like, yeah.
Bro, like, did you ever be like, hey, bro, she might like you a little bit, man? Did you ever have that feeling, or it was like, nah, she's cool. Like, it's none of that.
Did I have the feeling that she was my wife?
Or did she like you? Did you have the feeling that this girl might like me, man? She talking to me, man. She giving me attention.
A little bit, yes, because not right away. Again, like when we're first meeting, I'm just like, man, she's like really bold. She really believes what she believes. Like, this is really great. Like, this is somebody like who's going places or whatever.
Right.
And then, towards the end, she, Paige has written some books. And she bought a book. It was a business and marketing book that she had written back in 19. Yeah. And so we're just talking, and I'm like telling her about my music and what I'm doing. Okay. And she tells me about her book. Yeah. She offers it to me. I'm like, I'm gonna buy it. Yeah. And then we kind of went our separate ways. And then when I went back home and saw I had a friend request from her and did the Facebook stuff.
Man, you gotta put it
then
together,
I was
man.
Like,
put it together, man. That's what's up, man.
So I think like, cause my mind was just so focused on like, okay, like I'm just doing what I need to do.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
But yeah, and then I eventually asked her out.
Okay.
But I read her book.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was like, okay, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I read this. Now I feel like, okay, I'm ready to go.
Oh man.
So,
Where did you take her on the first date, bro?
we went to the Y.
Okay.
YMCA.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, because we're kind of on, we're on like our just like do our own thing kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, what you got going on? Well, I'm trying to get this workout in. I'm like, I'm trying to get a workout in too.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we meet at the Y and we'll both get a workout in.
Okay, yeah, that's
So we go to the Y and like we get
Yeah.
on a treadmill, we're like running. Yeah, I'm just working out, you're working out, you know,
Yeah.
like, you know, this is good, right?
Yeah.
Not really like trying to like jump into anything too quick, just trying to get to know each other.
Yeah.
And then we went to B-dubs after that.
Okay, there we go. There we go. Yeah.
Shot some hoops. I think we went swimming too. Yeah, we did.
Oh, y'all did a whole day together.
So we went. So
Yeah.
we started running.
Yeah.
Then we jumped in the pool.
Yeah.
Because I found out she was a big swimmer.
Okay. Yeah.
She was. She swam at St. Bonaventure and
Oh, she was D1. Oh, okay. Yeah, she was legit then. Yeah.
has records at Case, all that.
So she's from Racine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, I gotta get.
Yeah.
I mean, I gotta get in the pool and just
Yeah.
show her like that I'm not completely incompetent, because if I'm
Yeah.
incompetent in the pool, well,
Oh, you can't probably get her.
right. But we're gonna go out on the basketball court though
Right.
after
Oh,
that.
man, you should give her 50, bro. Even it out, bro.
Yeah, we gotta even things out.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the first date. Man,
That's cool.
you know how it is, right? Like,
So, man, y'all had that initial attraction. Y'all meet at the Y. Y'all hit it off. What was the point when you like, okay, this is gonna be my wife? What was that point, man?
man,
We building, brother. We building up to something.
for sure. Yep. There was a point. It was like probably. It was a while after we met, because, again, I met her right around the time like I was just getting started of being like, okay, God is calling me to pursue this record label and build this.
Yeah, yeah.
So I know how I tend to be in relationships. I can get, just kind of swept away in them a little bit. So I got to make sure I'm doing my due diligence.
Yeah.
And not jumping at things too quickly. So we kind of got to know each other
Yeah.
over like probably 8 months, and not even like hanging out all the time. I mean, we went on a couple more dates,
Yeah.
but like, there was a point where I was like, okay, Lord, like, it's just hard being single, like especially as a Christian too. That's a whole.
How old were you at the time, too?
And I was 29, 30 years old.
Okay.
And so I'm like, okay, Lord, like, this is all really hard.
Yeah.
My heart of hearts is I want to be married. Like, I want to be with somebody.
Yeah.
So help me with this, guide me in this. And he just took me on this path, and and eventually I was like, he's like, call Paige. Because I'm like, okay. So I call Paige, and I'm just like, okay, we're just gonna see where this goes.
Yeah.
And we talked for like a half an hour of I'm just like kind of feeling on him, and I'm like sensing in real time, like, okay, am I really gonna take the next step?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because right now we're just very friendly.
Yeah.
Very friendly, but it's like, what am I doing? What is she doing? I'm the man, I gotta take the next step. So finally I was like, okay. I'm like, hey, I just want you to know that it's been great to get to know you. I think you're a great friend, but I just want you to know that I'm looking to be more than friends.
Yeah.
And that's when I took that step.
Yeah.
And she was kind of like, well, I guess we'll see where God leads.
Oh, man, she was front, man. She was front.
She was like, I guess we'll see where God leads. She didn't give like a very like, she didn't say like I'm not into that, but she was kind of like, okay, like let's see what you, let's see how you.
Poker face, man.
Yeah, let's see. Okay, let's see. Okay, sounds good to me,
man.
Nathan.
Shout out to Paige, man.
For sure. I mean, and good for her for like handling it that way, not to jump and get too. You know, if she she was feeling me, but she didn't want to like make it
too, I get it.
Too good, like too upfront with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then there really was. It's cool because there was a moment where I felt like God was like, "That's your wife."
Yeah.
And it was when we were dating, and she came over to see my place, and I think we were going to see some of my friends, and she came over just to see how I live or whatever.
Yeah.
And she goes into, I'm giving her a tour, and she sees my spot that I go to every morning for prayer and devotion.
Yeah.
And I had this closet in my room, and I like had scriptures and everything written all over it, and I had a devotion book. She's like, "Oh, what's this devotion book?" And I kid you not, I'm like, "Oh, let's check it out." So we read it together.
Yeah.
And it was basically like, this is your wife. It was the craziest thing. Like it was in the book was talking about marriage and like who you're gonna marry, like in the devotional. And we didn't say anything about it at the time.
But y'all knew.
But it was just kind of like,
uh-oh.
It was kind of because I had been praying about this. Like I was like at that point where I was like, okay, Lord, like, who do you have for me?
Yeah.
And then like shortly after that, it was like in the book, like we're both reading at the same time. We don't say anything, but I'm like, that's my wife.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it, man. That's dope, man. Again, shout out to Paige. So where I'm going, bro, because like I said, I don't want to get the book, man. But in the book, man, she had to stick by you, during certain situations. You working, with the family business and doing all of that. So just if you could just give testament to her and just her, just sticking by your side throughout all. You ain't got to get it in everything, but just her, being with you.
Thank you for giving me that opportunity because. I mean, it's really been like, I think that's really what's been the most formative right now of where we're at in life and where we're going and everything. I mean, like we're at Discover Church right now. This church has been amazing for us. They have been like the biggest support for us and like seeing us through this and just being there and being a resource, they've just been amazing. So going through that, it was just tough because she had been working with her parents like pretty much her whole career.
Oh, wow, okay.
You know what I mean? And you think about it, like she's got her whole history of just her upbringing and her relationship with them and her family and just how things are. And that's one thing, like people have to deal with that in marriage. You know what I mean? Everybody's got to work through that dynamic. But we took this step where we merged everything together. So when we found out we were having Ocean, our daughter, I was a gym teacher at the time, and I was, we were living in Mount Pleasant. I was at Heritage Christian, which is in New Berlin.
Shout out to Heritage, man.
Shout out to Heritage Christian. Yeah, amazing year. That's a whole other thing. But we had to decide, like, man, what is this going to look like with a kid? I had never had a kid before, and so we talked about it, and we decided like that was going to be the most beneficial for our future and our kids if I joined the family business. And we just combined everything and we're all working towards the same thing. And so we did that. And I'm not doing that anymore.
Yeah.
And, because as anyone can imagine, that's just very challenging.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Combined everything.
For sure.
And it's not like it's just her and I working together. It's like her parents are involved. All those dynamics are not just in your personal life, but your professional life as well. And it was just too much to navigate and to manage. And man, like to have to be at that point where it got to the point where she had to like, what am I gonna choose? Am I gonna choose my parents
that's tough.
who have given me who have just been there for me my whole life? They've been through everything with me and they've, or do I have to kind of leave and cleave with my husband and like be under his leadership and influence? And when you're so used to doing that your whole life, and then having to like make that change, it just impacts everything. And it was just very challenging for both of us, obviously. But she made that choice by faith, to go into the uncertain, to be like, I'm gonna follow my husband. You know what I mean? Like, and that, I mean, it was scary for her for sure.
Yeah.
But it's a testament to her faith, you know, and just what you see in Scripture, and you know, leaving and cleaving, and what the Bible says about marriage and everything like that. And she's been amazing, and she's grown. So we both have grown so much.
Yeah.
But I'm so amazed by how she's grown as a wife and as a mother.
Yeah.
She's got so much. She's accomplished a lot throughout her career.
Yeah.
But now, like, she's just really stepped into that role, and it's not easy.
I hear you, bro. Again, man, shout out to Paige. We tiptoeing because I bought a book. It's more detail. I just wanted to tiptoe around it. But like, where we getting to, and then we're the last transition. So you writing the book.
Yep.
You taking that step, and matter of fact, we had this. So you putting paper and writing the book. And I know Paige, you know, had a part in that process. So just what got you up? Okay, I need to put this on paper. I need to document my life. I need to do it, man. What was the initial?
I think it was throughout this process. Like, I had to put like the rap identity down. You know what I mean? Like, I had to really, faith had to take a back seat.
Yeah.
When now I'm getting used to marriage, I'm getting used to raising kids.
Yeah.
Now I'm working with the family business. I have to honor that with my time and my energy and my commitment. And we had Ocean, and we're in our apartment. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna write a song. Like, I'm a first-time dad. Yeah. And like, I'm trying to like work.
Yeah.
And Ocean's just, I'm just like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
And there was this moment where I had to put faith down, and that was really hard.
Yeah.
But then, like, as I'm growing in the family business and refining that craft, and there's just a lot of crossover, right, with the entrepreneurial hip hop and rap and marketing, because it's her parents' business is a marketing company, it's website development, but so I'm like growing in that, and I didn't really have that same authentic expression now that I didn't have the faith in thing. And after probably like a year or so, maybe a little bit less, that's when I just had this, like, I couldn't keep inside what my heart was trying to express. So eventually, like, I found some time and I started writing, like just blog. Like, I was like, oh, what if I just like wrote, you know, like what I would say to people, like what I would give to the world, but just keep it to myself. Yeah. And I started doing that, and that just snowballed. And then that's pretty much what it was. Yeah, man. You know what I mean? It was just like, it was kind of like just the next phase of the journey. You know what I mean? So it's like, my journey is like, the way I look at it is like, chapter 1, basketball. Chapter 2, rap. Yeah. And now.
Yeah, that's dope. So again, please get the book. And you did something in that book which I've personally never seen before. I don't know if it's ever been done, bro. To put like the scan codes or QR codes of your songs in the books. And I was like scanning them guys and like listening to the music as you went on throughout the chapter. So like, man, that was like.
Did that enhance?
Yeah, man. Cause you can hear the story in the music. You can kind of, okay, this is what I get it. And then I remember you was describing like all the things it took to do a video. I think in like an open green field or something like that.
Oh yeah.
And then you see that. I'm like, that's cool, man. So what was the idea to do that? I had never seen that before.
Oh, that was that was my Always Good, because that video was really where I like stepped out and was like, this is for Jesus. You know what I mean? Like, for sure. What I'm like, my life, my music, all that. I know it was about Nathan before, but like, this is for Jesus. And I had developed a relationship with a guy who, very successful videographer now. Like, he's got, his company's called Mirrorless Productions. It's in Oshkosh. And he was doing like all the high-end videos for a lot of like the blend of Milwaukee, Oshkosh artists back in the day, but then built his whole business. And so I was like, hey man, like I need to make this, like this message needs to be like the biggest message I've made. Because I made Hello Day with him before, which was like probably my most successful song from like just a viewership, like exposure. So I was like, I'm trying to match that, because that's like the biggest representation of me. So I hired him to do that, and really like him and I just have that collaborative type of relationship where he was able to be like, this is what I'm seeing, and I just trust him because we've done a lot of work together. He shot our Paige and I did a wedding video where I wrote
I
think I put it. Yeah, I put it. In the
you
book.
did put it in there.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Alex Belleville, Mirrorless Productions, does amazing work, and it was just a collaborative effort. And I think he was like, I've got this idea in Madison. I think this is really what's gonna.
That's dope.
Yeah.
What was the initial idea, like I said, to put all those QR codes throughout the book? What made you want to do that? Was it just to plug the music, or I want to do something different, man? How did you think? Because like I said, that was innovative. I'd never seen that before.
Baby, I ain't gonna doubt you.
Paige, shout out to Paige, man. I
will not doubt you anymore, honey.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just, and that's the thing, like, she gave me, it's just been beautiful, as hard as it's been to like step out of the business and everything. It's been so beautiful for our marriage. And like, because you just think about just all the different stuff, it's so hard to address everything when everything's like so blended.
Yeah.
But ever since we've been able to do that, we've been able to become more collaborative instead of being like, no, don't do that. Like when everything can be so tense with all that. But like, I'm writing and she's like, you should do this. And I'm like, and I'm like, actually, yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Right.
And yeah, I'm glad.
That was cool. Like I said, I never had seen it before, and then I was able to kind of follow the story through the music. So I'm like, yeah.
I love that.
I wouldn't be surprised if you see that more, man. That was cool, man.
Yeah.
So Nate, brother, we have started all the way from Pewaukee, Wisconsin, worked our way up to Waukesha North, to Cole. You know what I'm saying? There's some stuff we didn't touch on because I want y'all to get the book, but just in terms of, and then transitioning into your rap career.
Yeah.
You did your thing in the business space, then going to, working your way to your wife's business, meeting your wife, y'all becoming one. Yeah. And then we work our way up to the book, man. That's a long journey, man. It's a big journey, man. So just, if you could give me your feedback and just testament on that journey, bro, going through all of that, all the ups and downs. Man, what would, if you had to sum it up, what would you say about that, man?
That's what it's about. That's what like, because I mean that's really what's been a big like shift for me, is going from being so destination focused and like I need to be D1, I need to be on. I need to be on Bad Boy. I need to, like, having these big audacious goals and not having peace and not having joy until they've been accomplished, right? Which, and the time that they're not accomplished, which for my case was the whole time, stress, like anxiety, like not joy, right? Like just a whole, just not appreciating the journey as much. But now it's like, okay, I have enough history, enough data to see God's faithfulness in my life. He's taken me on a journey and he's not done with me yet.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure, yeah.
So like, if I can just appreciate the journey that I'm on, be present, like, and that's a big thing that I'm focused on now, and what I'm doing is just being present, having that gratitude in the present, because that's what can really unlock the vision. Like when you're genuinely grateful for your life and everything that you have, and like you can wake up every day, take that breath and thank God for it, feel like God honors that and gives vision. Because you get it. Like 1 Thessalonians 5:15-18, to always be joyful, never stop praying, like pray without ceasing. This is your will for those who belong to Christ Jesus. It's like, if I understand that's my will and what Jesus did for me, I'm thankful for that. And I just feel like God, so then I feel like there's just been vision for that. And so that's kind of like, I talk about like that in the book, like those are the things I'm looking to cultivate in my life. But yeah, like I think the best way to describe it is just that switch from destination focus to journey focus. And I feel like that's where all the joy is going forward. So.
That is dope. I can concur with that too. So brother, I ask this question to everybody on the show.
Yeah.
Young Nate senior year, man, y'all come up short, man. Unfortunately, man, y'all lose before making it to state. Cole, college Nate, it doesn't go how you want, man. Nate, who trying to get into the rap game, that young version of you, the guy who you are now, what game are you giving to your younger self? What advice are you giving to your younger self, man? You can go back.
It's cool because I felt like that's why when I was teaching at Heritage, that was one of the most beautiful seasons of my life, because God gave me that opportunity to be that for kids and to like give them, and to just give them that advice.
Yeah, that's cool.
I feel like, because the biggest thing now is that it just comes down to is like, do you trust God or not? You know what I mean? Like, do you trust God? And like, hey, like there's room for all the emotions that you have here, but this is just one chapter. Like if like God still has a plan for you. Like Jesus loves you. He died for you. He's given you life. Feel it all, grieve it all, but like keep trusting because there's more ahead. As long as there's that breath in your lungs, there's more for you.
That's dope, man. Those are words to live by, man. Nate, if you got anything left for the people, man, anything you want to plug, any shout outs you want to give, man, before we get up out of here.
Oh, man. Shout out to Josh Van Avery, bro, for connecting us.
Oh, yeah, man.
Definitely shout out to him.
To my boy, man.
Just super thankful for that connection from him. Just a great brother. I just absolutely love what you're building, and this is just like, I'm all about this. But yeah, I'm just getting more into, I'm doing a lot more content myself. Like I was telling you, Substack. I'm on there, Faith and Official. I'm doing stuff on LinkedIn, Nathan Wood, TikTok, Faith and Official, Instagram, Faith and Official, and Threads, Faith and Official. That's like where I'm sharing my thoughts about my perspective on faith, trying to have those conversations, how faith and work intersect together, all about being mentally fit. That's a big thing I'm talking about too. And then having healthy relationships, particularly for men.
For sure.
So I'm just, that's like where my heart's at right now, and you can find more about that, or of course the book. Man, and the book's on audio too.
Tell the people where they can get it, man. Plug the book one time, man. Let them know.
The book can be, Faithful, 2 words, 7 principles for embracing fulfillment through a faith-driven career. It's on Amazon. You can get it on Kindle. You can order a paperback. You can order a hard copy. 13 for the paperback, 20 for the hard copy, and I believe it's 15 for the audio book.
Oh, dope, man. So go get that book, man. Wonderful read, man. I think I got through it. It took me a little while just because with the kids and stuff, but I'll probably say a week or two, probably getting through it, taking time to just sit down 30 minutes here, 30 minutes there, and then just going through it, man. So I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you giving me a copy.
Yeah, for sure.
Going through that, man. But like I said again, follow my guy on the social platforms he named, and please go get the book, man. I done said it enough through the video, but please, man, go get the book. It's more details that I didn't want to get into because I want to let him explain. But again, man, thank you for letting us do this, man. Collab and get this done, man. This was dope, man.
This is for real.
And again, man.
Thank you so much.
No problem, man. Mark Pace, Nathan Wood, man. It's see it on a. Okay, there we go. Come on, man.
Dunzo.
Come on.